Hey, hi guys. So I'm just going to make this very small intro video to go again about what is CeRES all about and why I decided to develop the software. So when I had my cafe before, I was living in a very small country with a very difficult economical situation, and added to that the fact that the political situation was very difficult and bad as well. So I had to make way for me to actually increase the population of my cafe, to add attraction to my cafe, to have more, to increase my client PC's occupancy, because the more PCs, the more free seats you have, the less money you make. So my cafe was open 12 hours a day, and sometimes even by night, and 7 days a week. So all of that only to increase seats occupancy, because seats of occupancy is the key for you to make money, and of course you already know that. So this is the reason behind CeRES. Actually, I was losing customers, and and my customers were also spending less and less money. So, and all the reason behind that is that my customers were currently in the very small country we were living, were losing their jobs, and some had cuts within their salary. So, of course, either they were not going to come back to my cafe, or if they come back, they would simply spend less money. And of course, when you having cuts in your salary, or when you losing your job, the first expenses you're going to cut are everything about your own entertainment. So of course, a gaming cafe is the first thing, the first cut off expenses that any consumers is going to make. And spending money in an internet cafe or gaming cafe, it is the last, it's really the last location where any consumers, whenever he's attracted to games or not, is going to spend his money. He's going to spend his money in a gift for his girlfriend, for his wife, for his kids, on holidays, on movie tickets, on food, on any kind of things, and then at the last position comes the internet cafe, the gaming cafe. So we had to find a way for us to increase occupancy and to level up our position in the um, spending tree of our consumers, if I could say so, so that our cafe would not be at the last position anymore, but will be higher in the position in priorities where consumers would spend some of their money. We had to provide them with more value. So CeRES is all about that. CeRES is about bringing value to your cafe. CeRES is about to give more to your customers for regarding the money they're spending in your cafe. Uh, CeRES is a tool for you to make more money, because it helped me to make more money. It helped me to increase my seats occupancy, and while using CeRES, within almost a full year, I was able to withstand um, some effects, some bad effects of the economical situation we've experienced. So I'm going to show you through these small different videos about, of course, CeRES operations, and how is he's going to help you to increase your seats occupancy and to make your customers more happy. Um, because on a short note, even what I'm doing right now in my new company, it's all about bringing value, sorry, to consumers, as well as bringing value to our customers at the same times. Because in my new business, customers and consumers are not the same. So CeRES is all about that. CeRES is about my own experience as a cafe owner for more than 6 years. And it's a result of very hard work to bring more value to my cafe, to bring more value to my customers, um, who would actually get more for their money. And also, of course, I had a couple competitors. CeRES helped me a lot fighting um, uh, against these competitors who ultimately, and this is not what CeRES was meant for, but ultimately these competitors closed doors because, of course, it was a small market. So the war was open, of course. So without any further ado, I'm going to just go over this. So CeRES will actually reward all your consumers, all your gamers, for their loyalty, because of course CeRES is a loyalty program. It is going to reward them manually. So consumers are going to be able to get free stuff uh, by operating themselves, a CeRES client, because CeRES, yes, of course, CeRES is a server client architecture. The client is running on your PC clients, and CeRES Manager is running on your on one of your cashier. Uh, so consumers are going to be able to reward them manually using the CeRES client on their computer when they log in within their smart launch session. And of course, CeRES Manager can be used, and we're going to see that together. CeRES Manager can be used to automatically grant benefits and rewards to gamers, depending on their actions, depending on how long they stay in your cafe, depending on how many money they spend in your cafe. Um, Also depending on how many people they actually bring in your cafe, new consumers. Um, uh, the incentive here is to tell to your customers that, hey, buddy, ask your friends to come over. You're going to earn 3 points, and your friends are going to make points as well, because CRS Manager is a customer lawyer program based on point system. And of course, with all these benefits, ultimately, um, the point we try to reach is to increase our seats occupancy. So as I said before, my cafe was open 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So of course, why 12 hours? Because the more longer you open, um, uh, the more percentages of chance you can get your seats occupied. If your shop is closed, you're not making money, and there is no way you're going to make money. Yes, CeRES will absolutely help you to increase your seats occupancy. So that's the first goal. Um, Also, as I said, it will help you to get more customers, because even if the one of the reasons is that some of your customers are spending less and less money in your cafe, you can counteract this effect by getting more customers. It's not a permanent solution, so you will need to add more benefits to your cafe for customers to continue to spend money, and hopefully to increase the money they spend in your cafe. But CeRES was designed in a way that, using this pyramidal structure we're going to see later, um, is going to actually help you to get more customers. And this is the second very important point, um, that CeRES was meant to was developed to actually be able to reach. So as I said, CeRES has is in two parts. It's a server-client structure. Here we have a very small picture of the manager. We're going to see it later, of course. And then this is CeRES client. So it works like Smart Launch Manager and Smart Launch Client. Also, CeRES Manager is regarding Smart Launch, is Smart Launch Server and Smart Launch Administrator at the same time. It's the same software which is doing the two different kind of work. So I had the idea to develop um, CeRES server at a certain point of time, which I never did. But if you want to, and if you're interested, while you having getting my source files, you are going to be able to develop uh, CeRES server in a very similar way than Smart Launch Server, Smart Launch Administrator, and Smart Launch Client. You will have Smart Launch CeRES Server, CeRES Administrator, and CeRES Client in a very similar way. Doing so, you will be able to actually have one, of course, CeRES server and multiple CeRES administrator. So of course that was one of my goal, but due to the fact that I needed to find a solution as fast as possible and to develop a solution as fast as possible to increase my cafe venue and revenue, I simply just dropped the CeRES server application at the time, but it is the logical evolution for CeRES Manager. So to go back to the to CeRES pyramidal structure, so as I said before, CeRES is making you customers to earn points. It's a customer loyalty program, and each customer, each of your gamers is going to make points. And this is the one of the main function of CeRES, making customer to earn points. So it's a very basic pyramidal structure. On the top, we have like say John, who's one of your very regular customer. He do actually spend less and less money in your cafe. So by installing and uh, using CeRES within your cafe financial structure, you are going to make John earn more points as long as he come to your cafe and spend money to your cafe. That's the option one to for him to make points and for you to make money. He's going to make points. Of course, John has friends. Some of his friends are gamers as well, and maybe they really would like to actually uh, know your cafe, but for many different reasons, John never introduced your cafe to his friends, or to at least to some of his friends. So why not ask John to bring their friends to your cafe, to experience your cafe? To do that, CeRES actually has a pyramidal structure within it. So when John brings in your cafe one of his friends, and this friend is going to create a new account. His friend is going to get 3 points as a welcome to the cafe. So his friend is going to get points, but John, of course, as well, is going to make points because he brings in a new friend. So let's say that Tom is John's first referral, referee, sorry, and so Tom is going to make John get 3 points. of course, Tom gets some free points as well. So this is John level one um, uh, referees. Then Tom is also able to actually bring in your cafe new consumers. While doing this, Tom will actually have more free points than you remember. He had the welcome bonus points he received while coming to your cafe when he created his account, and now he brings Jane, and Jane is very happy to join your cafe as well. So while bringing Jane, Tom is going to make extra points as well as John, because actually Jane is John level 2 um, uh, referee. So actually we have 3 levels. There is 3 levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. And the amount of points is of these people is going to get. Of course, you can set up this level of this amount of points within a CeRES Manager interface in the settings window, and we're going to see this in the next video. So this is the main functions of CeRES. So of course, you each of your consumers of your customers are going to refer their friends, and they're going to make points. And the more they refer, and the more of their referees are actually going to get more referees as well. And let's say this is John again. John is going to make more and more points. But what to do with these points? So with points, he can buy free time, or of course, he could also get any of your products you're selling in your cafe. Let's say like, chocolate bars, any kind of items you're selling in your cafe. Will be able, John will be able to get any of these items, depending on what you choose, of course, and depending on the cost of points. These items will actually need for John to spend in points to get. So basically, your consumers will be very happy, because the more they come in your cafe, the more they spend money, the more they bring in friends to your cafe, the more points they get. And with these points, they're going to be able to get free time, free drinks, free snacks, free items. I don't know what, it's up to you to decide what kind of free stuff you're going to be able to give back to your customers. And this is where actually CeRES Manager makes all of its sense. Is you cannot just expect your customers to spend money in your cafe without giving them anything in return. Of course, you're giving them using of your computers, and they're having fun in your cafe, but you have to go the extra step, and you have to go to the extra mile actually, to give them a bit more, to give them more rewards, and to give them more value by coming to your cafe, so then can continue to come in your cafe and to hopefully spend more money. So this is again all about what CeRES Manager was meant to be and to do to help you. So we'll see this a bit later in the next video. Again, this is CeRES Manager main window, and as you can see here, this is again the client where all of your customers are going to use to actually spend their points. So John is logged in here, and he has 154 points, and using these points, he's going to be able to buy some free time using these points. He can also actually give points to one of his friends. So actually his friends are his referees. So he can, maybe John want to give 20 points to Tom. He can, using CeRES client. And of course, John is able to order a coffee, a Coke, any chocolate bar, any snacks or any item in your shop. John can buy uh, using his points and through CeRES client using the latest here option. So right now, CeRES is available in two languages, French and English, because my cafe was operating in French. But by default, the French language is displayed. So thank you for listening for me to this first video. I'm going to record now the next one. So hopefully I was able to actually explain you in very detailed points the reason why I decided to develop a CRS manager. And it was a life saving for me. CRS manager actually helped me to increase my sales, increase my cafe occupancy by 25%, almost 26% over the last year of my cafe operation. Without CeRES, I would have needed to actually close my shop. So CeRES was a very helpful and added a very big value to my cafe. So thank you for hearing me until now, and hope to see you on the next video. Thanks.